evening, everybody. Welcome to Late Night with Dadman and Friends. It is Friday night on the East Coast of the U.S. at 10:04 p.m. We are glad to have you with us. We don't know what we'll do tonight. No show is ever the same. No stream is ever the same. Kind of like the Ghostbusters. No fee is too big. Anyway, how are y'all all tonight? Good to see y'all. We got people from all around the world already in the chat. We got 6 people watching on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe. We're only 30 subscribers away from hitting the 700 number, and then we will make JT Kirk sing and dance for everybody. Yes, exactly. So let's get those other 30 in here, and we will party again. With that, let me say this now. Let's go ahead and bring in the people so far here tonight. I got to start with this number one, the queen of the channel. It's the great Mrs. Dadman. Welcome. Hello, sweetheart.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I know you are, but how are you doing?
I'm fine. Good to see you. So I'm sure JT might be in the background, like trying to lose his lunch after that. But hey. But good to say. How did your stream this morning go?
It was very nice, very nice. I tried some different stuff, and I think it's going to work.
Yeah, I know you got done it like at least 45 minutes earlier than usual.
Yeah, I'm trying to not make it 2.5 hours because I start getting tired, and then I start slurring my words, and I sound like I've been drinking, but I haven't.
Put some real positivity on the start of your day then. Hey.
Yes, exactly.
That is awesome. That is awesome. All right. Now, I am actually multitasking. Mrs. Y, can you bring on our next panelist for me real quick while I'm making sure something is set up? It's the great, well, we just talked about him in front of him in the back. It's the great JT Kirk. Hello, JT.
Hail. Good evening. Hey there, chat. Hey there, Mrs. Hey there, Dadman.
Howdy.
Hope everybody's Friday is going just great. Or Saturday morning, as the case may be in some zones.
Yes, we got, speaking of in the other zones, the great Jason Fox. He's over, I think, in Norway. So, yes, it is probably the sun's about ready to come up for him over there.
Yeah. Getting close anyway.
Exactly. So, all right. But good to see you, Jason. I talked to him in the back on Twitter earlier night. Great conversation. Snortopupus Cuber. He's awake. The bear is awake tonight, and he is here. He could be anywhere, but he is here in our show. Thank you, Snortopupus. Great to see you tonight, sir. Hopefully your friend Tina will show up soon. There's Jason again, and Emily, and the Retrievers. That's the best I got. Hungry is supposed to be here, but I think Hungry's sleeping through his alarm again.
I am here.
Yes.
Don't you see my name? I'm hungry for real Star Trek.
Yeah, here
or another shrimp on the Barbie, folks.
What about a Foster's?
The Foster's is Australian for beer. Dadman, you know what I mean?
Oh,
and, we're going to hug a koala later. Maybe talk about the dingo that ate my baby. And
the dingo ate me baby. I'm sorry. That is really
that was good.
To all for that.
I thought that was cool the way you said that.
Oh goodness.
So there we go. I'm from down under right now. I don't know what I'm down under from, what I'm under down from, or whatever the directional thing happens to be. Yeah. So
well, all directions are good directions. So we shall see. All right.
And I've got my if you hear me chewing, folks, I'm sorry. I've got my bowl of Weetabix over here. I just put myself on mute. So that, and if you hear me drinking, I've just got my Foster's over here.
My Foster's.
So, there you go.
Australian for peace.
Dude, I tell you, it's so fun. We can make fun of Hungry when he's not here, but yes.
I'm not making fun of Hungry. I'm making fun of the Australian accent.
No, okay.
Well, I'm making fun of Hungry. You can do whatever you like.
Buddy Hepburn. Howdy, buddy. Good to see you tonight.
We love him, though. We love him.
Oh,
hey, buddy.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, Emily's got a bow tie for Snort to make him, for him and Sammy to look professional. Oh, that's cool. Sort of Poopa says, wee. Oh, hell, we're going live. Not
all hell. Oh, hell.
Yeah.
I thought it was AW. All hell, we're going live. But hey, and Mrs., you got some cheers?
Hello.
Oh no, Snortopoopas was
Come on, Snortopoopas!
Zonk now. Oh my goodness. There you go, JT. That was a way to. And Stunning is here. Oi, good to see you, Stunning. Thank you. Oh,
hey, Megatron.
You're gonna be working on your commission while lurking.
Awesome.
Ooh,
awesome,
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I like what I've had so far. So cool.
Just hungry as an imposter. We a bitch. Oh hell, we're live. So yes, Hungry was up earlier tonight and he needed a rest. So hopefully he will join us tonight. So he is scheduled to be here, but things happen, and if he needs his rest, he needs his rest. So like we all do. We lose people all the time to sleep. Well, it's an occupational hazard around here. And when you got great voices like this, yeah, it's an honor when people can go to sleep. In spite of the chaos, the craziness, and whatever else happens and goes on. JT, how's for you? I think we get jumped all on the hungry person. It's just, how are things going with you? You're doing a lot more streaming around YouTube as a guest on things, and how's the music going?
Things have picked up quite a bit. I wrapped up the summer music season just after Labor Day, and it was actually a great summer. We didn't get rained on one time, and we always play outside, so that's always a fortuitous thing. Yeah. We avoided any 100-degree humid days too, so that was great. But yeah, I've actually, and I didn't plan on it this way, but I've been getting a lot more guest gigs on people's shows, whether that be Star Trek on Saturdays with Teague, or popping in on Mark's on Fridays, and then I've even done his Sunday show a couple times. And then Dave C came out of left field. He's like, "Hey, you love Battlestar Galactica?" I'm like, "You must have been watching Dadman's channel." Yeah, go back and watch that show if you haven't, folks. By the way, we did a great Battlestar Galactica 70, 78, 79 stream. And he said, "Well, hey, you have the whole run of the comics, don't you? The 79 Marvel run of Battlestar Galactica." I said, "I sure do." He said, "Well, let's do a show." Cool. So it comes on before your show, Dadman, the sports show. Yeah. Which I love that show, by the way. The way you and Bucky work on that show is just great. The chemistry's there. You guys are hilarious. Well, she's hilarious, and you're good to have around, right? So
that's the point. That's the point.
What I like about that show, honestly, is that I've been around since day one of Dadman's football shows, and I am not a football fan. I will watch it with Dadman at times while I'm on my phone playing Wordle or something. But that show, and I would try to watch the shows, and it was so hard because there were so many stats and everything, and my brain would start hurting. But then with this show, I'm engaged in it. I really, really enjoy it. I know a lot about the football, but I am enjoying even the football talk. So if you're not, I've said all that to say to those out in the chat is, if you are not a football fan, still try the show, because it is very enjoyable, even if you're not. And you might learn a little something, and you might go, wow, this sport isn't that bad. So
yep. There's a lot to it. You can get geeky, nerdy, everything else, because there's so much involved, statistics and everything else. It's just the endless possibilities. And let me say hello to Chief Judge Finity. Welcome in.
Hello.
Good to see you tonight. All right. All right. We've got 9 people on the YouTube side. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. We are at 670. We're trying to get to 700 eventually. And we're also on Twitch. So follow us over there on Twitch if you have a Twitch account. So, bringing us to our Friday nights, it's 10:15. So we'll see how long we go. Speaking of football, this is one I was hoping Hungry is around for, because we've had the debate about football, not liking football. He's a big rugby guy, or Australian football. Mrs., you and I, we talked about rugby, how we love it. Dave C loves rugby.
I don't know a lot about rugby, but I really like watching it.
Because they play hard, They play hard. Oh, by the way, UNLV now leads Kansas 23-20. So, nice. It looks like Kansas is going back in the toilet again.
The funny thing, Dadman, I actually have a friend that plays rugby out in Kansas City. I've got to get him to like teach me how the game works one of these days. But oh yeah.
It's a fun game. Like we said before multiple times, anytime they take a player who's got a busted head open and just use duct tape, not bandages, just straight duct tape but put his head back together and he goes back into play. That's a sport for you.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, this is not quite rugby, but it's really, really fun. Hey, did y'all ever play Tackle Loco as a
Bless
kid?
You.
Okay. Did you ever play in the mud as a kid, or have football tackle?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever get to play football? Like, you chew up on your parents' grass and it's all muddy. It's rained. Have y'all ever?
I didn't do that.
All right. Well, guess what, folks? There's what is called the Mud Bowl. Yes, exactly. This Mud Bowl, it's an event. It is a football tournament.
Oh,
and it's been going.
Sorry, I thought you were talking chocolate cake crumbled up with some chocolate pudding.
No, this is
Hershey's chocolate sauce in there. A mud bowl.
No, this is real football. That
does sound good, though. Oh, okay.
Gosh, I hate you. That sounds so good.
But no, this is a real thing. It's been going on for 50 years this year. Yes, exactly. And let's do a preview, a start of the Where in the USA, but I'm not going to give you 3 states. Okay, just where would you think this Mud Bowl would be held if you had to pick a state? No. His voice didn't break. JT Kirk is imitating Hungary. Hungary's supposed to be here at some point. Hopefully, he makes
Deadman promised Hungary to in a group somewhere. So it's like, well, if he's promising Hungary, folks will receive Hungary. So
exactly.
There you go.
In some iteration, yes.
Yes.
But JT Kirk is a very expensive Hungary substitute, so he doesn't come cheaply.
Exactly. If anyone wants my rate sheet, just know you can't afford it. Your face is going to melt like Indiana Jones style. Anyway,
or that look I got when you came on New Year's Eve when you're like, what did you say about Rethicon? That's the first time JT ever showed his face as that I knew of, because I called Rethicon man, and it was like it caused a required response.
Oh yes, it did.
Yeah. All right. It's a good week to give up psychedelics. Oh yeah, it looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. What wonderful airplane lines we could come up with. Okay, but take a guess, you guys in the chat. If you thought of mud football, what state would you think of?
I already said mine.
Arkansas. You said Arkansas. Yeah.
Arkansas.
Folks in the chat, or JT, you have any guesses?
Let's see. That is a good one. I think I'll go with Kansas.
Ooh, Kansas. Okay. Kansas and Arkansas. We got 2 Kansas.
Oh, I didn't even realize I did that.
Yeah.
Yes, both types of Kansas.
Yes. Oh, Snorta Poopa said West Dakota. That's cool. I'll take that. West Dakota. It's like a Michigan school. It's got a direction in it. Oh, I found where Central Michigan is. It's really in the middle of the state in Mount Pleasant.
It is. Yep. It's about an hour and 15 minutes north of East Lansing, unless you get pulled over by the police when it goes down to 55 on US 127. That'll take you longer than that, but yeah.
JPRPH is just passing through, and he is saying New Jersey.
Yes, there you go. Nice, JPRPH. And we're going to have some of that also later, but New Jersey for mud football? Okay. Stunning's going to do a lot more than show his face if I referred to the Transformers, the 1986 movie, as meh. All right. The Arnold taught melting face candles are cool. So, all right. All right. Well, guess what, folks? You're not even close. And be sure to hit the like button, folks, if you can.
Alaska.
Share it out to the stream. No. Conway, New Hampshire.
Really?
Yes, New Hampshire. Yes, this story was dated, let's see, September 9th. So that was earlier in the week, probably like last Sunday or something. Okay. Well, Conway, New
But
Hampshire.
they're the granite state, Dadman. I mean, isn't the mud just going to be like rocks?
Like,
Like
ow?
gravel? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Nope, it's not. I will show pictures in a second, but
I still think he's lying.
A bunch of amateurs in New Hampshire just want to get muddy. Okay, well, here you go. Here's a story from the AP. Conway, New Hampshire. All right. Look at that's the mud. So they're all
muddy.
Yes, there is water. And then I sort of poopus. Yeah, JPRPH had it half right. He had the new part. Nice.
Oh, wow.
But see, so that's, yeah. So
it's like almost more like a bog. It looks deep.
Yeah, it is. A 3-day sloppy, muddy mess.
There's one for you, Stunning. Move it up.
Celebrating his 50th year of football, featuring players trudging through knee-deep muck while trying to reach the end zone. So, yeah, so you got there. You're playing football in the mud, you got to have a smile on your face, said Jason Vino, the 50-year-old quarterback of the North County Mud Crocs, who described mud as an equalizer. It's just a different game in the mud. It doesn't matter how good you are on grass. That doesn't matter in the mud. So that, JT, I think Snortopoopas once talked about this in football, is that you remember the old days where you had the combined football, baseball fields and you had the dirt infield? Those were the days, when you had rain and that dirt turned to mud, and
was that even manicured. In pro? Wasn't that like, pro? Gosh, San Francisco or Oakland or somebody was doing that for a while?
Oakland did. When Baltimore, because the Orioles, of course, the Bears used to play at Wrigley Field also at one point.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, there used to be a lot of dual usage. Of course, now it's before everybody had to have finely manicured fields, and before AstroTurf, because the Reds and the Phillies played on AstroTurf, so it was a little bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the old days of just football in the mud was really, really, really cool. So slip, sliding away, sort of said. Okay, you just work on that commission. You're here and you're listening, so that's cool. Muddy mud skipper for the win from Buddy. Yes, exactly.
What's even slippier than mud though and rain is playing in snow. Mm-hmm. That sticks into your cleats just like mud, but I mean it doesn't take much to get really slick.
And you're numb. You're on top of it all.
Although if that helps in football from time to time, because then you don't feel the hits quite so bad because the bruises are all numbed up, right? But,
yep, that is true. Well, they play, the annual event takes place at a place called Hog Coliseum, located in the heart of North Conway. It kicked off Friday night with revelry and music, followed by a tournament of mud parade on Saturday. Oh my God, it sounds like the Rose Bowl. A tournament of mud parade. Yeah. Wonder where they got that from. All told, dozen teams with men and women competed in the tournament in hopes of emerging as the soiled victor. So that is, I see, and here's a wider view. Oh, look at the stadium here, because this is Hog Coliseum. See?
Interesting. They've got to be adding water into that.
They do. Yeah, they do, because it's knee deep. And yeah, if it was just straight mud, you wouldn't be able to run at all. But this it's like probably more like muck, but it's dark. You call it mud. Mrs., are you still with us?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know. I heard a voice in the other room, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I did say something. I was muted because I was drinking water.
Okay, just double check. Okay, but yeah, see, the Buccaneers take on the Muddas at the 2024 Mud Bowl football game at Hog Coliseum. So, yeah, it's let's see.
Are they from Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers? Anyway,
yeah,
I can say that because the Lions have been beating them in recent years.
That's I don't doubt it. But Stunning used to jump into snowbanks off the playground jungle gyms at the parks. He recommends snow pants if you do it though. Last thing you go on cold snow and have you experienced that too?
Oh yeah. Yeah, every year in the wintertime in Bucky undoubtedly had the exact same thing. You'd go out for recess in the wintertime, even if there was snow. So you had to make sure you had your hat and your gloves. And almost all parents sent you with a pair of snow pants. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had to wear them, Mrs. or Dadman?
No, nope. I'm a Southerner. I'm born and bred in the South.
So, you know, like those big poofy jackets that people like to wear, that's basically what they are, but just for the pants. And then they're like overalls. So they go on, you know, they come up on you like that bib front, and then they hook over the shoulders like suspenders, kind of. So
yeah, I've seen them in movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where they have the kids where they look like they're, you know, the Michelin Man because they've got so many layers on them.
Yeah, but it's also nice because it's like a form of padding. So you just feel kind of invincible at that point when you can just like dive in snow and all of that. But I tell you what, you get some snow caught in between like your pants and your snow pants, man, that it gets cold and then it melts and it gets wet. So
we're sorry, Snorta Poopas. We're sorry to miss you because we got some good memes and stuff coming up, some good wear in the USA. But hey,
Snorta Poopas doesn't even wear snow pants.
No, he doesn't need it. He's just got fur. But rest well. Yeah. And Stunning said they'd force us to go outside negative 30 weather. They don't do that down here anymore. With the heat and all, the threat of rain, it's just stupid.
Hey, they've
yes.
People didn't have. Because schools didn't have AC.
Yeah. Maggie Simpson Starfish Winterwear. Yes, I remember that. You remember that one, Mrs.?
Sure.
Yeah, I love that. No. That was perfect. But
no,
you know, I guess up
hey,
north.
Pop Culture Minefield.
Hey, Gary. Hey, how are you? Good to see you tonight.
Hail PCM.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Great guy out there.
Help come.
Yeah. I actually had Gary on a year ago or something, so we had fun just chatting, and had one of the greatest firework displays ever when he had a buddy that blew up his own stash of fireworks. It was hilarious. Thanks for sharing it. Hey, it's Jason Voorhees. Hang around, Jason Voorhees. I got some things featuring you too. So
Voorhees, a jolly good fellow. Voorhees, a jolly good. That was a meme this morning. Sorry.
Yes. Hey, Atwood, what's up with you? What's up?
What's up?
God, Stunning and you, JT, sound like that. I walked 20 miles in the snow. Now it's we have to go out playground at negative.
Yeah, but she didn't like the inside recess because they just basically threw a ton of boxes of board games at you, and they're always missing all the pieces or the die that you need to play with. So it's like, okay. Then they'd roll out the TV cart. You have some 20-inch TV that you got, you know, the whole grade is trying to get close enough to even see what's going on. So we always prefer to go outside for sure.
Yeah. Well, see, they used to have like gym hockey for us on the floor. They do different things with us. We didn't, when we got to be put inside for gym, it was actually, we could do games inside. We didn't get stuck with board games and stuff like that. You know, that had to suck though.
Right. You know? Well, we also loved playing Hoth because, you know, Empire had come out by the time I was in elementary school, right? So all the kids were trying to play Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Well, there's always that fight over who got to be Luke and, you know, who had to be the,
the
not
Emperor?
the Wampa or whatever.
Oh, yeah, the Wampa, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, Studying, I like that. Darth Maul is a Jason Voorhees of Star Wars. He never dies. Exactly. I agree with that. And for Pop Culture Minefield, anybody else that's coming new, this is called the Mud Bowl. It's in New Hampshire. Yes, they celebrated their 50th year this year, playing at Hog Coliseum. Yes. Like you said, they jacked it up with some water and stuff, but you can see some solid mud. You can see some deep spots, but yeah. What do you think? Would you ever like to play like this?
I think it'd be fun.
I do too.
When I was younger, but I'm thinking about my knees. That just,
Yeah, you get old, and like my dad always said, hell getting old. Yeah.
It looks fun. even if I would be
It does.
paying the next day.
And they had cheerleaders too.
In their Fortnite outfits.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So and then here's some more of the football action here. One guy's been playing almost 20 years. It's a good excuse to meet up with old friends he's grown up with. It's like you said, you're not going pro in anything, as might as well. You still feel like competing. So hey, it gives you something to go play around with.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Look at just. I just, what do you do to get mud in your eyes though? That's the funny thing with it. Yeah. Studying and you with the point. Acknowledge the sport has some lingering effects, mostly with mud infiltrating every nook and cranny of your body. The eyes, the cracks in your feet, get muddy. He's talking about toenails. Well, we're talking about other places. So,
yeah.
But he said you'll be cleaning out your ears for a long while. You'll be blowing your nose and get some dirt, and you're like, oh, I didn't know I still had that there.
You need to use one of those Navage things that just shoots water into your sinuses to clear them out. You probably get mud coming out instead.
Probably get mud going up into your sinuses, getting it back.
Oh, yeah,
that's true. And then have to go have surgery.
And right here, this is what I say. This football is not just for men, women too. That's my mission. That's why we had the great Bucky on Wednesday night with us too. And I appreciate your comments earlier, JT. That this lady sold on football, fell in love with it early in life, been playing the sport since first grade. Ultimately joined a women's team for tackle football in 2018. Played a few years before she was invited to play in the mud. Now I don't know if it's co-ed. I don't know if it's co-ed or if they have men or women divisions. That's the one thing I've not seen.
I would think it would be better to separate that because
muddy women with men tackling each other might not be a good idea.
Hey, here's the chain gang. The chain gang's even covered in mud. How about that?
Nice.
God, stunning, yes. At least you can get away with crapping your pants. Nobody will tell the difference. Exactly.
Oh.
I think they would.
I still think they would.
Look at her though. Look, I guess they had the 10 yards or whatever. They got the chain gang. This is how serious they take it, folks. Wow, that is interesting to see. So,
I imagine you could throw off so many tackles because no one's going to get a good hold on you, right?
Yeah, I would think so too. Look, he's going out all. Is he even wearing pants? I think he's got something on there. That's how dark the mud is. But going for a ball on the ground. So, all right. They're serious about winning. It's a two-hand touch football, can get chippy on the field, but it's all fun once the games are over. Many were high school or college athletes. There have been a smattering of retired pros over the years. The theme this year was 50 years, the best of 5 decades. Over the years, the event has raised more than $1 million for charity. So.
Oh, wow.
And nice. Hey, look at this. She's battle tested.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a women's football game. So yeah, they play men and women separate divisions. So yeah.
Did she put makeup on to go play in the mud?
Looks like there's a little bit.
Okay.
But it's like
I figure why bother with the effort?
It's hard to tell because there's the mud and I mean I don't know.
It kind of looks like it. I don't know. I was just joking because it was like
or either she didn't take it off from before.
I don't think so. I mean, if you're looking like at her eyes,
I
don't think so because I think she's just got a little bit of dark circles under her eyes anyway, and I think a lot of that's just mud.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be like don't you go to like a spa and pay to have people put mud on your face?
I guess
you can skip the trip, right?
Exactly. Save some money. Look, it's almost in her mouth. Right straight down the nose. It's everywhere. Like I said, nooks and crannies. So I guess this is the clean off tub. So it's
okay.
Yeah. But this is like Missouri Stadium, where Missouri plays football, or the stadiums where you got just a grass berm of people sitting there watching the action. So I like these people down here low, right near the action. So but yeah.
Crazy.
I'd have to play with socks and shoes though. I just could not stand barefoot out in the
Your
water.
shoes, you would lose your shoes within
Well,
minutes.
some people got the
if
shoes
even
on
that
still.
long.
You think so? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I think you'd lose them right away. It'd be like trying to swim with your shoes on.
Maybe if you had like a boat, like the swim shoes that are like kind of the sock that goes up, but then you get mud all in them. Oh,
Yeah, well, still, I'd like something on if I could. So this guy over here's got like work boots things. This guy's got tennis shoes on. I don't know. Maybe
You could wear
back on.
those. You could wear like your water shoes for like scuba diving or whatever, or not flippers or anything like that.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
But I said, God, the mud would get in them though.
Yeah.
it would, but I feel like you'd get more traction still than just your bare
Maybe.
feet, right? Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, the thing is looking at it, talking about shoes and all. We actually had to go buy shoes. I'm working out of town coming up, and my work shoes finally went kaput today. Well, what is so sad? These shoes that I have are so memorable. They're special because they were the last pair of shoes I bought, and I bought them back in 2020, right at the heart of when everything shut down.
Okay.
Because we're like I needed shoes work, even though everything was shut down and all that. You still had to have shoes around to just wear and stuff. Well, we went to a Target in 2020, which is where we ended up today. We just bought a pair, but in 2020 it was like the signs were up: do not try on any shoes, do not try, like you cannot try on anything, do not touch anything on this. And it was so funny. Mrs. like back then
I said, can I tell them what I said? I said,
Yeah, go
screw
ahead.
this. I said, take your shoes off. They took all the chairs out so you couldn't sit down or anything to try them on. I said, try them on right now. And I stood there and I said, just try them on. So he stood there and he put them on to make sure they worked. I says, I'm not going to spend money on shoes and they don't fit. And then we have to come back and do all that foolishness.
Yeah, it was what chaotic times they were. But hey, yeah, it was like cool. It's like this is the pair of shoes that I got then that I had to start to replace. It was sad.
But I think it was the exact same brand.
I think it was too. It looks exactly the same.
That's kind of funny.
Well, I like what I like, and I don't like change. They
were not.
They are special shoes. Yes, I like my shoes, and they all have a special meaning and memory. So don't make fun of me. Anyway,
we will a little bit.
At least they weren't the shoes that you wore at your wedding or something, and you're still trying to keep them alive. When you said they were so memorable, I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
We rented those, didn't we? Weren't those shoes rented?
I think I rented Tux. I think I had my own shoes. So this is how they all hose off here too. Yep, buddy. Special smell too. Yep. Just like
I love how he's like flushing out his eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's gotta hurt though. That's gotta hurt.
I think that's it. But folks, this is the Mud Bowl celebrating their 50th anniversary in New Hampshire this last weekend. Well, I tell you, next year we're going to have to talk about the Florida Man games.
Oh yeah.
They actually had real Florida Man games for the first time this year down in St. Augustine, and it was like really, really a big event. It was a little pricey to go to, but it was so last second that we just didn't have time to get to it. But all these kind of cool special events you'll find in all parts of the country these days and all. So hey, all right. Oh yeah, Atwood's flushing out my ears. Special shoes. Bring goggles. Yes, exactly. Hey, the chain gang lady had a set of goggles. So hey, as long as they're not Crocs.
Still couldn't help her see, right? The joke about the officials.
You're just mad because of Dallas beating Detroit last year. You will always be mad about Dallas.
I will. I'm always going to be salty about the Cowboys.
Two things. Two things. JT's salty about the Cowboys, and don't mess with Wrath of Khan.
Exactly.
Just kidding.
Oh, well, let's see this. Let's look at a few memes that I got. Then we'll do some Where in the USA. is there any topics you two would like to talk about? Is there anything that's been on your mind lately? Random conversation that you
No.
want to try to kick around a little bit?
I've just been following quite a bit of video games lately, a lot of the news around games and the games that people aren't playing. I don't know if you saw this, Dadman, but Sony lost tens of millions of dollars on Concord, a game that was supposed to be like a team shooter kind of thing. And they pulled it off. They refunded everybody their money in the first week.
Wow.
Something like that. Yeah. So Sony took a huge loss on that. And I don't know how they're going to meet shareholder expectations for the quarter, but hey, that's not my problem to sort out. And then Ubisoft is looking like they might, I mean, their stock is just cratered, absolutely cratered since Star Wars Outlaws came out, because people just didn't want to play the game, right?
So that's two big massive releases that flop, right? Right in a row?
Yes, yeah. Within less than a month. Correct.
Wow.
So it's just crazy to look at that and see how much money they spend on AAA games, only to have them just basically die immediately.
See, I just the characters actually, when you play, you die immediately. Is it?
No. The game it doesn't succeed.
Gotcha. Well, it's like the Outlaws. How much is that? Because people just didn't like the concept with all the Disney stuff and all that on top of it.
Well, and
there's a lot of that bled over.
The premium was priced at $130, and like the first week they had to release a patch for all these game-breaking bugs, and it eliminated your save. So you had to start completely over again. And it's, people are just saying, what are we doing again with this? But I tell you what, they have, Ubisoft has another title coming out soon. Their next Assassin's Creed game, and that got into all kinds of issues. We'll just leave it at that. And they're saying that game might be dead on arrival too. And if that game doesn't make it, that Ubisoft's basically going to be filing some kind of chapter, because their stock will be worth nothing.
I mean, are people just tiring of? Is it market saturation? I mean, are people just bored of the same products type? Is it like they keep coming out with the same game just repackaged?
They don't spend the time on the game, so it's unfinished. Or in the case of this Assassin's Creed game, they instead of, you're playing as a samurai in Japan, you'd think you'd play as a Japanese man. No, you play as an African gentleman. And Japan, like, people in Japan are trying to sue Ubisoft because they're like making up history and all this kind of crazy political stuff I don't want to get into, but it's agenda. They also have had this big thing about not making female characters look nice, so they try to uglify up the characters, and people don't want to play a main character that's ugly on the screen, man or woman.
I've seen some streamers tweeting about that. They want the hot looking character and stuff.
Well, I agree. I mean, if I'm going to play a woman, I certainly don't want them to look like me. I want them to look hot.
If I had to play Assassin's Creed as a guy that looks like me, I don't want to play as a
I want a big booby, big butt, hippie and sexy woman. Sorry, that was for stunning. No, but I do. I want someone that looks good.
Yep, and that's pretty universal around for everybody, whether it be man or woman. You want to play as an attractive character, and that was part of the thing that made Concord fail for Sony, was that all the characters looked bland and the game just didn't look good, and people said, you know what, I don't even care. Like, the marketing fell flat.
Well, like Stunning says that they made Mary Jane look like a middle-aged woman in the new Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
I think sometimes, though, that they're kind of they're in a catch-22, because when they make these sexy women, you have half of the audience is like, you're objectifying us and da 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 and wine. And then you have, and then when they go, okay, so we're just gonna make them ugly. And then you have the other half going, we don't want no ugly women.
Well, see, I don't. I would. I mean, I would kind of disagree on the percentages or the proportion.
But they're going to listen to those loudmouths.
They're going to listen to
percentage.
Twitter, and Twitter has a big problem. But you know what? The Twitter people don't buy the games.
Right.
Yes.
Twitter people don't play the games.
They're not listening to their audience.
Yep.
They're listening to the
like Star Wars
noise.
Yes. Exactly like Star Wars.
Exactly. Hey, Stunning thinks you're trying to set him up with someone, misses with that. But hey, buddy, see, this is one other thing here. PS5 Pro priced at $700 and without a disk drive too. I mean, the price of all this stuff, and it's like all the damn video game systems I've had to buy over the years are just ridiculous. And you're lucky if you ever get backward compatible. Because you spend all this money on these games, then you got to buy the new yearly version of it. Then you got to buy it for the new system. Maybe some people are also, and maybe that's why some people also they demand high quality in the games if they're going to spend the money for it because they're tired of buying games all the time.
And what I would say, most people that buy the game don't stream or post; they play the games.
Right.
So their voice is yeah.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Atwood did also say that he still thinks I was hired the first Wrath of Khan watch through. So
I actually think he was asleep.
I think I was too. So it's like, hey, yeah. Oh God, Stunning. It's a vocal minority that complains about sexy women in video games. Newsflash: I don't want to play as Mike and Molly in my video game.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like I say, I don't. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's a nice topic. Well, hey, we also, like I was pointing out, we were watching actually the Mortal Kombat, the original, the 1995 movie earlier. That was a good one based on video games.
It was fun to watch.
It was fun to watch. But you know what? We also did too, and Mrs., if you have something you want to throw out, and JT, we can continue a little bit more if you want, or another topic. But one of the other things. Oh, well, here, I'll come to this real quick. Jedi Fallen Order, Survivor are great games. Outlaws is weak at best for gameplay and story. Yeah, exactly. I've heard good things about Fallen Order, but yeah, Outlaws is kind of Outlaws is kind of they poked to the female character who was very bland and that cute, that sort of Grogu ripoff thing, So
yeah.
Now, speaking of cheesy 90s fun, Mrs., don't you remember the times our journeys to Chuck E. Cheese, right?
Oh gosh, yes.
Yes, because we homeschooled.
Yes.
Did you want to finish?
We homeschooled, and so on the first day of public school, our whole homeschool group went to Chuck E. Cheese, and we don't have to start school today day.
Yeah.
And so we'd go to Chuck E. Cheese. So usually Dadman would come from work and he'd go have lunch with us and then he'd go back to work. And Chuck E. Cheese kind of opened 11?
11.
And so we'd try to get there at 11. Well, he came from work and we were late, and he goes in without any children, they kind of looked at him. He says, I'm waiting for my wife and my kids to come. Can I just, come in and sit down? And so they let him sit down all by himself, and a man in a children's restaurant, sitting at a table all by himself, waiting. And we were probably about, I don't know what, 20 minutes late?
Yeah, maybe towards 30.
And he's sitting there waiting all by himself with no children in a kid's restaurant that kids are starting to come to and play.
Yeah, the adults were starting to look at me. The manager and them were starting to look at me. Because we did love Chuck E. Cheese. Some people don't like Chuck E. Cheese and stuff.
We thought it was fun. And so we finally got there, and the relief and the look on his face and the sheer joy of us going to be there. He was like, see, I do have kids. I do. But
like
yes,
relief.
he said, I was getting really nervous. What
Yeah.
took you so long?
I know. It was like, dang, the longest wait of my life. I tell you, we even did Chuck E. Cheese in Spartanburg, South Carolina one time we were out there for a trip. But hey, out of nowhere for lunch.
It's not bad. And
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if they're still that way, but if you have a gluten allergy, if you're celiac, when they make the pizza, it's made in a bag kind of thing, and they give you your own new pizza cutter in a plastic container, plastic bag. Still have some of them.
Yeah.
So there is
Interesting.
no contamination at all. And this
Yeah.
was probably 15 years ago. You know,
Yeah.
so it's been a while. So it was like I was impressed. I was impressed with that.
I go to this, of course, I'm not surprised standing a hockey player is trying to pick a fight with the big mouse. But hey, in celebration today, because it is Friday the 13th. I got a few Friday the 13th memes, not to copy you too much, missus, but hey, all hail to the great Chuck E. Cheese pizza place.
I love that one.
That's for you, Atwood. I saw this earlier tonight on Twitter, and
you know I'm like deathly afraid of Chucky, don't you?
Yeah, I do, and that's a big ass Chucky.
It is a big ass Chucky. I'm going the other way. Like I'm like not even driving by that place.
You got any kids? Would your kids even try to walk in that door?
Well, they're not old enough yet, but it would probably scare the dickens out of them.
When my nephew, when they had, it wasn't Chuck E. Cheese. What was that other one? Maybe it was Chuck E. Cheese. It might have been Chuck E. Cheese because Chucky's a big rat, right?
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Chucky's the rat. Yes.
So it was a birthday party or something, and the big rat was trying to come and give him a hug, and he was terrified. He's like screaming, and I tell you, that person and that handler were clueless. It was like, please chase it. Please stop chasing my nephew. He's terrified. It's okay. You don't have to give him a birthday hug.
Yeah,
he's your friend to the end, JT. Is what Buddy said.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
No, I wasn't talking about Chuck E. Cheese. I wasn't talking about Chucky. I was talking about Chuck E. Cheese, the rat.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Of course, Showbiz had the Bears. You know.
Yes, they had the Bears.
I like Showbiz better, but it folded a long time ago, and my parents actually I never got to go to either one of them. My parents didn't take us to places like that. So, but Chuck E. Cheese, here's serving you for your Friday the 13th needs. So, all right. Now, speaking of that, we got a couple more of these here. Let's see here. Flamingos and skeletons were meant to be together.
Okay, that's just too funny.
And why I picked this, because we were talking about winning a lottery the other day. Or was it about the grass? HOA. It was like if they put an HOA, you were going to put flamingos everywhere. Well,
I said if they ever made our area, our subdivision HOA, we got one here specifically because it was not. And they've got some people, and they're just stupid. And they were talking about doing an HOA, and I think it's not going to happen. But I said, if it ever happens and they come up and say that I have to do what they what they say, I'm going to say, nope. And I'm going to paint my door lime green and put flamingos in the front yard.
Nice. Although you've owned the property since before they
Oh yeah.
So you're under no obligation to
exactly.
It,
right? But I would do it anyway because
they know that, and they know that they're trying to sweet talk people into like giving up the rights and it's stupid because they want to drive damn golf carts all through the damn neighborhood, and that pisses me off because these are still legal streets here.
We had somebody's put speed bumps.
Yeah.
At the front of our subdivision.
Or speed tables now. Not just speed bumps.
Speed
tables. It's like I'd like to tell y'all to go take a flying fornication off into the great beyond, because it's like, we lived here all our life. Yeah, people speed through that area. Yeah, but you know what? People know how to drive. You can handle it okay. It's just but they want people slowing down mostly now because these assholes want to get their golf carts out there. We're not the friggin' villages. If I wanted damn swinger parties and golf carts everywhere, we'd move to the villages, right?
We'd put our pineapple in the front of our yard, okay?
Yes, exactly. So, I I'd like Five Nights at Freddy's. Those are cool things. So yeah, totally. So you can put an Optimus Prime or T-Rex skeleton in front lawn if you owned a house.
Oh, you should make one. That would be so cool
Oh
to
yeah,
make a life-size, well, maybe not life-size, maybe half-size
yeah,
T-Rex.
that'd be good. But Mrs., I thought of you when I saw this tonight. So when the
Oh,
flamingos,
thank you. That's so funny.
at least they're not the bin chickens, the little ibises, those bastards, those things of the Miami Hurricanes mascots. Well, hey, shh, be very, very quiet. We're hunting campers.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. See,
Chuck E. Cheese was already creepy. Five Nights at Freddy's just popularized it.
ah, nice, nice. Oh, you think Nick Cage has a T-Rex skeleton in his house? Who knows what he has in his
He's
house?
Nick Cage.
Yeah, he's Nick Cage.
Right.
Yes.
The fact that he still gets work should just give us all just hope.
But you know what's so great about about him is he's good about making fun of himself. You know. What the heck is that? He keeps doing that. So
it's the Friday the 13th music.
Oh, is that what that is?
I'm probably not doing the tune right, but I'm at least saying the words.
All right. Well,
I knew what it was. I got you.
Oh my, Buddy Hepburn sent me an image, and I'm going to have to use this for mine and Bucky's Christmas stream, I think. Yeah, it's $299 for a 6-foot animated stormtrooper for the yard.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Isn't that a little short for a stormtrooper?
That's a high amount of money. So, but yeah, that's thank you, buddy, for sending that. So, all right. Atwood, I'm not going to read that one. Let's see. Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a shady man. I like to stalk. Slaying alive.
Slaying alive.
Yeah. Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a machete man, and I like to stalk.
Slaying alive. Yep, but that's funny.
Yep. All right. Okay. All right. So, all right, and we got one more meme. I think here. I love Friday the 13th. It's the only day I know that noise isn't for me.
Oh, the tree is talking. I couldn't figure out who was talking. Oh, it's the tree.
I got it now. Okay. Yeah, you have to be able to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go with our memes for the night. So hey. All right. It's fun. Hey, thank y'all for everybody that's been here tonight. You know, we'll get these rolling from time to time. We'll see what happens in the future. Thank you, everybody that's been here. We got a couple more things. I'm going to pull out the Where in the World for us now.
Where in the world?
Or Where in the USA. Sorry. Yes. Yes. Go ahead, Mrs. You can sing all you want to. That's cool. I'm not allowed to sing, but you are.
No. Well, you can. I don't care. It's your show.
All right. Well, let's play this game.
So what you want? Oh, I can read the headline. I'm just kidding. I can't.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
I was like, holy crap. So, all right, folks. We're in the USA. You know this game. You love it. You know, wish we had a few more people to play, but hey, you guys here, y'all crack plenty of jokes. We got a couple of interesting headlines we've got here tonight. All right. You ready, Mrs.?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to put the
Yeah, you are? Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. So here we go.
I got 13 minutes.
What's 13 minutes?
I have to do something in 13 minutes. The alarm will go off.
Okay. All right. So anyway. All right. You ready, JT?
Oh, yes. Born ready to get it wrong.
My damn spelling. North Carolina, Georgia, or Virginia?
Virginia. Yeah. I picked Virginia.
I didn't mean that. I just.
And now I want to hear the story and see if it's like even more appropriate.
Right.
Oh my gosh. It's like, folks, I do not do this intentionally. I just
Man in hockey mask hides in bushes.
yes,
Which
exactly.
In bushes.
All right, so let's do this. All right, so North Carolina, Georgia, and Virginia, and South Park is already the answer for stunning. So hey, that is South Park. Yeah, you do not lie. Yes, I do not lie with that. I was like, hey, look, I'm so good, I even fool myself. So all right, here we go. All right, we're back to North Carolina, Georgia, and Virginia. So no, I don't. All right, so it's not about human sacrifices, but it could be close to it, really. All right, headline. Your 3 states there: North Carolina, Georgia, Virginia. Your headline is Pastor. Yeah, Pastor pleads to deep frying bid on McDonald's worker.
Deep frying what?
I don't know why they said bid, but Pastor
Yeah.
pleads to deep frying bid on McDonald's worker. He basically was trying to shove the guy into the.
I know. I got it. I
Okay.
got it.
So did this
And what
happen
were
in
they again?
North Carolina, Georgia, and Virginia?
I think it's Georgia.
All right.
I'm going to go with Georgia as well.
All right. Folks out in the chat, what do you say? With 7 of y'all hanging out with us tonight, what do you say to do? Yeah, I saw that Atwood, North Carolina, Atwood says they tried to do a Temple of Doom cult scene at McDonald's. That's what it kind of comes down to closely. All right, let's see if we got any other answers out there from people. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and we'll run with this one. Pastor pleads to deep frying bid on McDonald's worker. September 12th, the North Carolina pastor accused of assaulting a McDonald's cook and shoving the victim's head toward the deep fryer has pleaded guilty to the fast food fracas. He was busted in December following a violent confrontation at a High Point restaurant where his wife was employed. I bet she lost her job because she was a manager in training.
Oh, no.
She called him to report the employees were disrespecting her. And
they were disrespecting her authority.
Yeah. Exactly. If she was Eric Cartman, she'd have had it handled. But
she would have done the shoving herself, man.
Yeah. Well, she told the cops that she wanted him to assist her in the workplace issue. Yeah, they did get tired of the customers. So basically, they said the cops said that he walked into the McDonald's and began walloping a cook in the face. He then wrapped his hands around his neck and began pushing his head towards the deep fryer. Other workers interceded before the victim was rendered golden brown.
Oh my gosh.
So the victim suffered a large contusion in the forehead and right eye, along with scratches on his neck.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this. And, there's no excuse for the disrespect. But, hey, that's something you just got to deal with. There's always been people that disrespect the authority figure. Always. Yeah. You either say, hey, you're fired, or you deal with it. But not by shoving their face in fire.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, like I told you, I had a guy months ago tell me he would tell me when he had questions to ask.
Yeah.
And then another one said he's an adult, can make decisions. And it's like,
No.
It's like, that's not what we do or how we do. So, but hey, insanity, or you could say insanity. Oh, the McHuman burger. There you go.
Yep.
Nice.
That's when you send them home. And even if you're short staffed, so you say, you don't get paid today. Bye. Leave. Go away.
Yeah.
Do any of you else not want paychecks today?
Yeah.
That's a very hefty prison sentence if he actually gave that guy 3rd-degree burns.
No, he didn't. He
luckily he did not. But that's very felonious assault.
Yeah.
Well,
don't do it, folks. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No, don't do it. So definitely not do it. Do not do any of this stuff that you hear about because, hey, your freedom is worth something to you, and not spending time for, I don't know, what could be 5 to 10 years, you know. Oh, guess what's guess we know what's in the special sauce now.
Oh gosh.
May chaos break the rules that bind, my friends.
Yes.
All right. All righty. Well, let's see. All right, we got another
North Carolina.
North Carolina. All right. So all right.
Virginia.
Virgina.
Virginia.
Virginia. Yeah. All right. All right. So we're going to go with this one. We're going to go Texas, Missouri, and Mississippi. Texas, Missouri, Mississippi. Here are your choices. CAT named DOG is Star Canine Trainer. Cat named Dog is Star Canine Trainer. Is this in Texas, Missouri, or Mississippi?
I'm going to need that again.
Okay. It's spelled CAT, named DOG is Star Canine Trainer. Or set out as Cat named Dog is Star Canine Trainer.
Okay.
Is there punctuation in that headline?
It's a C-A-T. It's just it's spelling it out by letter. That's all the punctuation really is.
C-A-T named Dog
is Star Canine Trainer. So, Stunning said Mrs. PP. Atwood said Misery, and then Stunning says Texas. JT, you want to take a shot at this one?
Texas.
You say Texas. All right. Mrs., what do you think?
I'm going to say Mississippi.
You're going to say Mississippi.
Because you spelled it right, and I'm proud of you for that.
Oh, thank you. M-I, crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, humpback, I. Yep. All right. Well, a cat with an unlikely name has an important job at a training center for dogs. Support Dogs, Inc. in St. Louis, Missouri took in the black and white cat over the summer and named him DOG. Oh, he's called DOG. That's how the name is pronounced, DOG. He's more than a mascot. Officials say he plays a key role in getting dogs comfortable around other animals. Assistance dogs need to be well behaved and not be distracted in their job, helping people who are deaf or have mobility problems. Tell that to the dog on a vest at the Mexican place today, Mrs. Remember outside barking?
That dog was not. That dog was a dog. It wasn't a service dog.
They had a vest on it.
I don't give a F what they had. It was not a service dog.
I agree with you.
I can go and go to eBay. I can go to Amazon and buy a service dog vest and put it on you and say you're my service dog. No, that's not a service dog.
Please?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, that's for the After Dark show, folks.
Yes. No, there is no. For service dogs, they don't need any identification. They don't have there's no paperwork for having a service dog. They do have to be trained and they have to provide a service. That might have been a support animal. And that support animal is not they are not allowed in buildings by law. I mean, they can go in buildings, but you can't say, "Hey, you have to let my dog in."
Yep.
Only service animals, and I think there's only specific animals that can be used anyway. So, yeah. And the only questions you can ask are, what service does this dog do? And you should need to be able to tell them.
So really, they were just rude and wanted to bring their pet into the restaurant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's your ID? But the worst one was at a Mexican restaurant, and they had the dog under the table. It was
just disgusting. And the service dog is well trained. Even ones in training, they behave. And I will say that a business can deny a service dog if it is not behaved, but they can't just say you can't be here. No, you cannot use a tiger as a service animal.
I do think that is highly, highly unlikely.
You
Atwood,
can maybe,
all
but
right.
they won't allow it anyway.
I'm glad you stayed around for those memes, Atwood. You picked a few of those just for you. So have a good rest. So all right, our next one in USA is Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky. Mississippi, Tennessee, and Kentucky. Ho ho hole. Christmas tree planted in sinkhole. Ho ho hole. Christmas tree planted in sinkhole.
In Florida was not an option.
Florida was not an option. Mississippi, Tennessee, or Kentucky?
What is it again?
Ho ho ho. The headline or the choices? Headline.
The choices.
Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky. I got it up there on the screen still.
I know. I'm not looking at it.
Yeah. So, Stunning is saying Tennessee.
Now, I might be going out on something here that might be way wrong, so nobody listen to me. But I've been to Kentucky, to the Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and they had a gigantic sinkhole that ate like 10 or 12 Corvettes, and they were able to restore 9 of them back to mint condition. But they have like a whole exhibit there about sinkholes and caves and all that in Kentucky. So I'm going to go with that one.
Okay, JT goes Kentucky. Mrs., what say you?
I say the pothole. I will say I think I will agree and say Kentucky also. You did say Kentucky, right?
Yep. Yes, I did.
Okay, yes. Okay, so I am agreeing.
And so far, Stunning's the only one playing out there. We got 7 people watching. So he says Tennessee. So, okay, here we go. Ho, ho, ho. Christmas tree planted in Mississippi sinkhole.
Oh, no. No.
Yep.
That's wrong. I disagree. You're lying.
Nope. Only one thing under the Christmas tree decorating Poplar Boulevard in Jackson, a pothole that residents hope will get fixed soon. They reported that somebody placed a tree fully decorated with ornaments and lights in the sinkhole that appeared weeks earlier in Belhaven neighborhood. A sign on the tree says, "From our sinkhole to yours." Yep. So basically it said the pothole posed a hazard to unsuspecting motorists because the street isn't very well lit. The trees, that's part of the things, the speed bumps in our neighborhood. Trees lights turn on at night to help warn drivers to swerve around it. That's nice, though, because that's what I complain about our bumps. You know, they're so big, yet they're in dark spaces right now.
Yeah,
so
you don't see them at all.
Yeah. So, all right. So, on one street, pothole blew out several tires recently. So, people built a makeshift graveyard of hubcaps.
Yeah, you know, Michigan's got historically awful roads, and even though, there's I won't go into that reference, but
you tell us about construction season.
Yes, well, Ann Arbor has very high city tax and area taxes, but their roads are still awful.
Ooh.
And some of the neighborhood roads are so bad that people have taken to buying like tar and ash and different petroleum products and started filling in the potholes themselves.
Yeah.
And then the city would get so mad, they were debating whether they dig them back out again. And people were like, well, if you just filled it in, you know, don't spend our taxpayer money to rip out what we had to do on our own time. So, you know,
just to keep up. Yeah.
So it's sad, but it's kind of funny at the same time when you get vigilante road construction.
Yes. Yes.
All right. We got a great story for you on this one. You're going to love this one, folks. All right. We're going up northeast now, folks. We're going to New York, New Jersey, Connecticut.
New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut, or New Connecticut.
Yep. Police say man's bag of cheeseburgers stolen in armed robbery.
Oh, that's sad.
Man's bag of cheeseburgers stolen in armed robbery.
I say New Jersey.
Where's Wes Cagle? All right, JT,
Yeah, I was
what
just
about
going
you?
to say that. Where's Wes
I
Cagle?
I tagged him on a tweet earlier tonight. Hey, about calling out New Jersey. So, but hey, Stunning
Go
says New York.
Rutgers. Yeah.
Yeah, Stunning says New York. Mrs. says New Jersey. What say you, JT?
I'm going with Connecticut. This sounds like something that Mark would do.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yes.
All right, our friend Mark. Yes.
Just kidding, Mark.
No,
Well,
you're not. You're just.
No, I'm
you're
not.
just-
It'd be funny if Mark's lurking tonight, but hey, all right. Man's bag of cheeseburgers stolen in an armed robbery is your headline. Connecticut police are looking for the suspect in the theft of a bag of cheeseburgers.
Oh wow.
So maybe it was Mark.
Hey,
No,
I got one.
it's only 23-year-old. The victim was 23-year-olds walking on the street carrying a bag of cheeseburgers. Then he was held up by an armed man who fled on foot with the victim's cheeseburgers. So it's a
slow law enforcement day.
well, no.
In
Speaking of law, well, we're going to go ahead and do another one real quick. We're going to use these same three states. Java Jam. Police say man posed as officer tried to get discounted coffee. Yeah, there you go, Stunning. Damn it, Mark. Yes, exactly.
I'll let
New
JT
York,
go
New
first.
Jersey, Connecticut. Java Jam. Police say man posed as officer tried to get discounted coffee.
I would be willing to bet it was probably somebody trying to impersonate the NYPD. I'm going to go with New York.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to say New Jersey because I still for Cagle. He's not here, but for
All right.
WK, I say New Jersey.
Okay. All right. Stunning says New York. All right. I think that's probably the only other vote we got. Police in Western New York have charged a man who they say impersonated a police officer in an attempt to get discounted coffee. The man flashed a fake badge and gun at a Starbucks in Buffalo around 11 p.m. Friday. But I didn't think Starbucks stayed open that late. But they claimed
it was Java Jam. They said,
yeah, Java Jam,
not Starbucks. Well, who flashes? Like, what police have like waived their service?
Well, he claimed it was they claimed he was a detective and asked for a discount. Well, he left Starbucks and tried to get into Spot Coffee after closing time by claiming he was a police officer. He was later arrested. He was said to be carrying a BB gun.
Oh, goodness.
Yep. So he's charged with criminal trespassing, criminal impersonation of a police officer, and menacing. Oh, that's a crime for him, menacing. I've not quite heard that one before.
It's like intimidation.
Yeah. Exactly. So, this is an interesting story, but I probably need to hold it for another time. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on a couple of these. Oh wow. I'm gonna hold off on a couple of these stories for next time. But hey, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up now. JT, thanks for coming in with us tonight.
Sure.
Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight and everything. And Mrs., what do you want to say about yourself, channel, and anything else?
Monday through Friday, morning musings with Mrs. Dadman Walking, your daily dose of positivity, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We have puzzles, celebrations, memes, and birthdays. And on Tuesday at 1 p.m., I am going to be building a mountain goat.
Yay! All right. And also remember Mrs. Ko-Fi account. So if you want to support her there's the link for the YouTube at Mrs. right there. Thank you, JT, for that. Mrs., if you want to put your Ko-Fi in the chat, folks, it's a way to help support her financially.
Already got it.
Thank you, JT. Yes.
Yep.
And she's not monetized here on the YouTube. She's monetized on Twitch. If you follow on Twitch, you can subscribe over there. But this is a way that you can donate one time, monthly, whatever you want to do.
And the thing is with Ko-fi, if you do that, I actually get more of the money. So
exactly. So
it's actually I think I get all of the money. So
well, hey, there you go. Help a creator that's out there creating stuff and all that can actually use the money. and actually has really returned it into the channel. I look at the computer that's allowed you to do some mobile streaming and things like that. So, hey.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all the support's helpful because, you guys mean a lot to us. Y'all are very important. Have been for a couple years and will be in the, especially in the
And
next year or two.
I have one person that does a monthly donation on Ko-fi, and every month I thank them, or I try to remember to thank them. So
wow. That's important. That's nice though. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and tell you also make sure you get there. Get her to
wait. Can I do the first meme? Can I share this? This is for your show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yes. Okay.
Dadman has college football scoreboard, and it's at 8 p.m. over on his channel. So.
And JT Kirk is always an open guest on Saturday night, depending on his availability to come in for a bit.
Yes. And hopefully I can make it. I was just going to say I had a lot of fun being a guest on that show last week. Well, that's because Notre Dame and Michigan got what they deserved.
You were the happiest man in America with two of your hated teams both losing.
It was a high energy show, though. It was a good time. So even if you don't like football and you just want to hear two guys talking about random, well, not random, it has a topic, but two guys talking about stuff, having fun. Two guys having fun talking about that kind of stuff.
Well, you never know if you have a rant, because the week before I went on a crazy ass rant with Bill Napier at Florida. So, you never know. It's a lot of fun, great to have it. And it's a fast hour and a half that we do on that stream. Around JT's schedule.
And before anybody complains, I know that most scores in football, well, it depends on the team, is not made by the football going through the goalposts. But I just thought it kind of looked good with the scores and all that stuff. So,
well, hello, we got.
Oh yeah, we're going to just delete that one.
Oh, is that one?
Delete that. I think so. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Okay.
I would delete it.
Well, I'm trying to get to my.
It's on Twitch. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I'm not seeing it. Okay. I'm like, I didn't think anyone did anything wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like I'm still at 125 followers. So a bot came through. Oh well.
So before anybody complains, I do know that most scores are made by touchdowns and not field goals, but I did it anyway that way.
That's okay. Well, unless you're a San Francisco 49er fan, I was watching that
Iowa.
game. Or Iowa, yeah.
That's what I said. It depends on the team.
Well, hey, Daisy, I was watching the San Francisco game the other night with Daisy, and her team kicked 6 field goals, reminiscent of the Dallas Cowboys, too.
Oh, my gosh, that's insane.
Exactly. Well, it beats the time when Florida lost to Miami 31-4 when they scored 2 safeties on both were punts by Miami, punted the ball they snapped the ball over the punter's head twice in the game. Safeties are rare. That was the same play for safety. It was bizarre. Did you have another one, or was that the only one?
I have another one, but I'll do it. You do this one because this one's for a little. I'll do.
All right. So we got this one for next Wednesday night, as JT had mentioned. Hey, look, come and have a lot of fun with us too. We're wonderful and just great time too. We have fun. You heard what the missus said with this stream. It's been a blast. We're teaching Bucky football. This last week we talked about offsides, encroachment, neutral zone infractions, false start, illegal procedure. All kinds of different rules we did this week, trying to help her learn the game. As she is a Michigan fan, that's why we're looking at Michigan on top of the SEC. Yes, ma'am.
And it's at a special time next week.
Yes, thank you. Not our normal Wednesdays, but Thursday night at 10 p.m.
That's a one time, so just one time. So.
Yep. So.
Unless it happens again.
Yep. Well, you never know. The next couple of weeks, work is going, and I just realized work could affect one of my other ones. But hey, we'll see. But hey, next Friday though, join us for Agent Atwood's birthday celebration.
Yes.
It's going to be on here, mine, yours, and his channel at first, and then eventually it'll go over to his channel for Fortnite, right?
Right. We're going to be doing the talk show, on all 3 channels with the hopes of getting people over to his channels. If you can originally go to his channel, that would be great. But yeah, we're trying to get over there, get people to subscribe and to watch his channels.
Yep.
So yeah,
it's a birthday thing because it's a birthday. And howdy, lemon pie. Hello, citrus.
No, hello, citrus.
Okay. All right.
I did it weird.
It's
tired.
okay. Weird looks good.
And then after that show, as you said, there's going to be community Fortnite where people have been invited to play with them.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. We'll go with that. We also got.
Oh wait! Here, it's my turn.
Oh.
Now we have At the Movies Tuesday on November 24th. The Dadman and our very, very special Daisy Blossom Flower Child are going to be talking about Star Trek: The Undiscovered Country, and there is a special guest also there, Mr. J.T. Kirk, who you might know or you might not know. He's incognito today.
It's Hungary. I've heard of this gentleman before.
Yes,
very
yes.
outstanding character. Yes.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Where's Mistral Diblick tonight, though?
Oh, yeah.
So okay, now you can do that other one.
All right.
That's all I have. I'm
back to the
done.
normal things that we usually do. We got Mrs. here. Monday to Friday right now. While we're actually tomorrow, we got a big assignment we're trying to do before football starts. That's gonna be fun. Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Yeah. So, come join it. She restructured her show today, kind of to bring this time down. Today was an hour and a half, but come for a lot of laughs, memes, celebrations, birthdays, puzzles. So a lot of fun with that. So join the Missus Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. For your daily dose of positivity. Chill chats or something, or just when I go live, when I feel like doing it, usually solo. Occasionally I'll bring a guest on. We got another late night with Dadman and Friends. I'm hoping to feel like doing more of these lately, but like I said, it's just been very random, as we can tell tonight. I mean, we've gotten out of the Friday night habits, and I can tell, but with how many we've had, but you know what? We've had great quality. You guys rock. You guys have made this a fun time tonight. But yeah, it's about having some fun and doing stuff. A lot of the things I do now are really unscheduled, and that's how life dictates. And I thank y'all for your patience and your continued support, and for me and for the missus. Fortnite Fun with Dadman and Friends happens periodically as we feel like it, as there's opportunities to do. And of course, live streams and VODs on youtube.com, twitch.tv. And you can follow me on Twitter at DadmanWalking55 at all the sites. And make sure you get the notifications on each and every one. Were you going to say something, Mrs.?
No.
All right. I didn't know. I heard a breath. So anyway, any last thoughts?
Hey,
Sashi! Oh, my. I'm so sorry. You're at work already? Wow, 10 people now watching.
It's 11:30 a.m. where he's at.
But it's a weekend. It's Saturday. So, but hey, congratulations.
Not everybody works Monday through Friday.
I know. And you're going to put me to work tomorrow. So, hey, but that's private work. So. Well, we're trying to get a china cabinet for Mom's house, that she's given us. And it's
if anybody wants to come over and help, we'll buy you breakfast.
Hey, there you go. No, I'll cook it for you. I'm in the cooking, so no weekends for retail. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Hey. All right. Well, folks, I think we're going to end it on that note. Unless you two have anything else y'all want to talk about or say?
No, I don't.
I'm all set.
Well, if I do not see you before then for a random stream somewhere else, make sure you get the notifications on Twitch, YouTube, and also on Twitter for when I may appear live on other channels. But if I don't see you then, we definitely would like to see you next Wednesday. Well, this should be Thursday. See you next Thursday for our Bucky's Crafting in our college football review, and we'll make it a lot of fun for y'all. All right. On that note, here I'm gonna do it this way. So this is what we go out with. Everybody have a great night, great rest of your weekend, and hope to see you the next time we go live. And catch you all later. Bye.